Hey guys, it's David from theunlocker.com, and today we're going to do a quick comparison between two devices that you might not normally see get compared. One being the Galaxy Tab by Samsung, and the other one being the Barnes & Noble Nook Color. Now obviously the Nook Color has been hacked. It is running Android Froyo, same as the Galaxy Tab. We want to see if this $250 device, when it's hacked, is anywhere near comparable to this $500 device. So let's find out. Okay, first we'll talk about the hardware of the devices, which is actually very similar for both devices. Both have a 7-inch capacitive touchscreen, 1024 by 600 pixel resolution. Even though that is the case, the Nook Color is slightly larger because of this bezel around the outside, but it also is a hair thinner than the Galaxy Tab. They both have the same processor, Cortex A8. This one's clocked to 1 gigahertz, this is clocked to 800 megahertz. 512 megabytes of RAM in both. They both have a 3.5mm headphone jack, micro SD card slot, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. This does have the option for 3G, obviously, depending on what carrier you use it on, whereas this does not. This also has two cameras, a 3.15 megapixel camera on the back, and a 1.3 megapixel camera on the front for video calling, whereas this has no cameras whatsoever. Another hardware difference that we do have that is worth noting is the lack of buttons. The Nook Color only has the one N button, which we turn into the home button, whereas the Galaxy Tab has your normal Android buttons: menu, home, back, and search. To get around that, the Nook Color, we load a app on it called Soft Keys, and what it does is it gives you this little button here, which when you tap it will bring up the Android normal buttons on the screen itself. So we have menu, we can use that to access the menu. Search, brings up the search. This is always home, etc. So that is something to know. Okay, now software wise, as you may or may not know, the Nook Color does not normally come with a full-blown version of Android on it. It's actually a very hidden version of Android. It normally just allows you to use the browser and their own Nook book program, and that's about it. Now what we've done is we've rooted the Nook and then flashed Froyo onto it, which you can find out how to do if you're curious on our site by clicking on How-Tos at the very top, then clicking on Android, then the Nook Color, and you'll see all the procedures on how to do that. But we've done that to this, and that's why it's capable of doing the same stuff as the Galaxy Tab. But you must understand that because of that, the version of Android on here is far from perfect. It is still a little buggy, but this version is much faster than the last one I used and faster than the one before that. So they are making progress. So that's kind of where it stands on the software. Okay, so that's it for our quick little run through. Again, the devices are very similar. I wonder if the extra camera, the smaller size, and the more stable software on the Galaxy Tab is worth an extra $250. You could literally buy two of these for the price of this one. So, not so sure. What do you guys think? Do you think it's better to pay the $250 and hack the device, or pay the $500 to get the straight up device the way that it was quote unquote meant to be?